Oh, Mozart, Mozart, despite all your childish attempts to derail our plans, it seems you're finally one of us on this most promising evening. You should learn that when you start to play the notes composed by my son, the bomb will be triggered. It'll blow everything to smithereens at the end of the concert. Your friend the Emperor will rightly meet his maker, and the Joseph II I made will handily replace him. You already met my little machines. So here's my latest creation, a golden beetle. This new device will help you cope with the suspense and concentrate on your chore. Mozart is under our control, and he has been conditioned to obey our orders.
How about these so-called patrons? Did you manage to neutralize them?
Not yet. But guards are posted in the opera with orders to grab the crazy brunette and her boyfriend as soon as they show up.
Very well. I will make sure that the Emperor behaves somewhat normally until the show starts.
Let's go to the concert hall.
This does not look good. I need to find Mozart and free him so he can help me put an end to this conspiracy. If I can neutralize the masked Rosicrucian, he could get me a means to freely move inside the opera. That's not as easy to use as a policeman's baton, but there is nothing else to do the task. Hey, you! Yes, you! Would you come closer? I have a question. Are you the owner of that horrendous corporal fragrance? His head is going to ache when he wakes up. That's a small price to pay for a noble cause. On top of that, his costume fits me like a glove. Here, I look like a true Rosicrucian. Let me in. The High Priest wants me to check that everything is in order. He doesn't budge. Vanna mentioned a password. If only I could remember it. He lets me in. Perfect. All without God and nothing with him. That's a wicked way to spoof the motto of the Hohenzollern.
Good to see you, Rosicrucian. Do you want to make yourself useful? Whenever autumn comes back, my arthritis starts killing me. Could you go fetch some Kolchide elixir? I gave it this morning to the Kapellmeister. I'm sure he carefully stored the bottle in his box. He tries to appease his gout with the elixir, but right now I need it more than he does.
Take your leave, please. I'd like to be alone.
How about that? Here's Anton Epoch. I saw your portrait in your father's mansion while making my own private investigation to try to solve the mystery around your so-called death.
Really? And who might you be?
Elon Havel, Bohemian patriot and companion of Mozart in this helter-skelter of an adventure.
Mozart? Where is he? I fear I've dragged him into something that may cost him his life.
Alas, he is a prisoner at the hands of your father's Rosicrucian friends.
I know an infernal machine is hidden somewhere in the opera.
Please, do try to tell me more.
It's one of my father's works. It is set to explode at the end of the performance of the symphony I composed. That is, unless...
Unless what? I've got to know.
Unless the orchestra plays the symphony as Mozart originally composed it and not the way I twisted it. If it does, he will turn off the bomb. The Beatles will react to the musical signals and cease to impose the hypnotic power on the thugs employed by my father.
What can be done then?
We need to find Mozart and get him to interpret the last movement of his 38th symphony. That will stop the countdown on the bomb. The Beetle is a machine conceived by my father. It gets whoever wears it in some kind of trance, an animal magnetism, which turns them into docile and obedient human automatons.
Sounds like an original method to make yourself new friends.
A golden beetle keeps Joseph II under its spell. The Emperor is now some kind of automaton at the mercy of Prussia and the Rosicrucians.
What should we do then?
The weak spot of the automaton is that you can stop it if you interpret a mix of my symphony and the original one by Mozart. Your interpretation of the symphony must be nothing less than masterful. If it isn't, the Beatles could be confused and kill their hosts. The conspirators want to get Leopold on his brother's throne.
And what's the role of the Prussians and the Rosicrucians?
Leopold has promised to give Prussia control of Bohemia in return for the help. Wollner, the Prime Minister in Berlin, is pulling all the strings, and he has the support of his Rosicrucian brothers. Mozart is the only one who can save us. Try to keep him safe while I go looking for the bomb.
He seems under the spell of one of the Beetle machines of your father.
You can deactivate it by using this small device. It's called a Hiram magnetizer. In order to get it to work, you'll need an iron thread. Hurry up, and good luck. I will join you as soon as I manage to find the bomb.
Here's the famous elixir. Maybe there's a way I can use it to neutralize Hofer. A flask of sleeping potion. This may come in handy. hope Mozart will not hold a grudge against me if I steal a string from his instrument.
At last! I thought you were never going to bring it to me. Who are you? What am I doing here?
I am Ilan, your friend. The lodge, the prison, the bridge. We spent most of the night together.
Good Lord, the bomb. What happened to it?
Nothing decisive yet. Now is the time when everything will play out. And it's you, Mozart, and you alone who can save us. You've been hypnotized by one of Mishka Epoch's beetles. Luckily, Anton, his son, gave me the means of setting you free. We need to act fast now. You have to direct the orchestra and get it to interpret your very own symphony in place of Anton's pastiche. That's the only way we can put an end to the conspiracy.
How can I do that, Ilan? I feel completely helpless.
Anton told me you need to interpret your symphony mixed with his pastiche, and that somehow it will stop the bomb from exploding.
That's impossible. The Rosicrucians are going to arrest me the moment I get into the concert hall.
Not at all, Mozart. They believe you are still under Epoch's spell. Let them believe that it is still the case and you'll be home free.
You want me to direct as if I was some kind of automaton? In front of all these people? That will ruin my reputation.
On the contrary, Mozart, as soon as you manage to get behind the lectern, you'll have to play as if your very life depended on it. Only an outstanding performance will get the bomb to stop.
Did you see the Emperor?
He's in the hall, in the front seats. Only an exceptional execution of the symphony can save him. If you are not your very best self, Mozart, the beetle carried by the Emperor could kill him, like the poor apprentice who stood for Anton Epoch at the temple.
How about Vanna Spacek?
The river carried her away. I saw her disappear into the night. And the worst torment is not knowing whether she's alive or dead. I loved that woman, Mozart. But I guess I only admitted it tonight when I saw her sink in the black waters of the Moldau. Good luck, Mozart. I'll be in the concert hall.